Good morning, folks. It's 8:23 a.m. on the 18th day, 6th month, 2023, and I'm gonna roll this for a moment and let you look at some campgrounds going by while I close that window. Cause man, look how fast that stuff is streaming by when I click the faster button. Okay, well, that should be a bit better, so you don't hear every flight going into Europe going over my house today. Right, a lot of action going on here, huh? Yes, this is a very busy picture here from the fry-ins up here up in Queensland. Notice anything here? It door slams one more time. I'm going to ask if there's a child in this house. It's been slamming all morning. It's getting irritating, so that's what you're hearing. I notice that this is spinning in this direction, okay? That means that's high pressure or that is heated. See the general tendency of it. Also see how its line dissipates here at a very predictable spot or uniformly. You'll see a lot of those frying lines as I kind of call it to myself. You ain't hiding them frying lines either. Nor these lines of absolute toxicity. From the microwave toxicity to the fallout toxicity of the what in the holes of it all. It's just a bell end and two testicles, or is that 3 sixes in a row? You decide how devilish a thing is going on here today. So I'm going to turn off some of this to make sure I got a minimal running. Come on. I'm going to turn them off. Right. I'll go back to that. Right. Let's look at this field of bombs. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to turn this off too. Turn off the legend. Right backwards. See the microwaves in the top of the cloud deck here? See the bombs over here? Microwaves and bombs. Microwaves and bombs. They could even have a platform that has that on it. Because it's actually Project Loon even says perturbation program, and they were testing 5G in the sky. So what's that telling you? Yeah, one program handed off to the other, or they were both doing handshakes at the same time, giving money to the same guy, Mr. Keith, Dr. Keith. Oof. Bombs, and bombs, and more bombs. Guess I'll try to decide which glasses to put at. So I'm doing 10-minute behind jumps. You make your weather go backwards. Wish we could sometimes. Look at this streamer here. Bomb, 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 ba bomb, 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 ba bomb, 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 boom! Bam 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 cam bam bam da boom bam 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 bam. Be like new kind of scat music. Is it live or is it your memory gone? There's an age test for the cute people. Whoa. Yo, dude, look at the skies, man. There's like, they're poisoning us. That's like poison. See that dot right there? That's a chem. Boom, boom, boom. Nucleating as it goes along. Streamer in here, moment ago. Look. Right there. Streamer in F. The streamers. Can't hide the streamers. What a bunch of Caesars there. Oh, look, there's their first K. Well, we see 3 more. They're writing Kung. Or they're writing cunt. K-U-N-T is written. So where's the what? What's cunt? Like the cool shirt. What cunts? What? Cunts? K-U-N-T-I? You making this up? My gosh, look, it says cunt in the sky. And we'll just have that one. Look how fast that's going. I should slow it down, man. Mellow it right on out, man, as we zoom right in over here on Byron Bay, where people give a shit, but they don't. You know, it's like, wow, okay. You know, you can go ahead and think the way you want as long as it's what I want you to think kind of situations. Oh, look at the waveform coming across the top. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, look at the two fronts meeting. You shake, rattling, and rolling down here a little bit, Sydney, eh? Get the fryer right. What's this cyclotron in Melbourne doing? There's an awful lot of quakes been going on since that piece of CERN got delivered down there, and I've got very big concerns about that. And some of these quakes are a bit large to be me be thinking fracking. Though it's passable. We had them in high threes, low fours. Blackpool, Preston Road ended up being shut down because of the frequency of quakes. Its operations. Straight line much there. Can't shoot that much. Pow! Pow. Pow, 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 pow. And we're not talking healing paw paw. We're talking clawed paws. Oh my gosh, look at that dot right there. Would you look at that girl? Square over here, streamers over here. Which dot do you want to watch? You just pay attention to which dot you want. I think some people be wanting micro dot, but I digress. Boom, 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 boom. 666 up jumped the devil. The devil, the devil, the devil. There's the horns. Maltese crush. The goose step. The knee on the neck. We're all being Floyded. George Floyded. Breathe, breathe in the air. Yeah, there's plenty of chem up there. Has some nanoparticles. Oh boy, up your nose without the rubber hose. We're talking no note from Epstein's mother's gonna get you out of this one. Ooh, Mr. Cutter, what the fuck is going on? Even Marvin Gaye sang what was going on. The same stuff is still true. Same stuff is still true today, as he sang about then. What is going on out here? In the middle of the ocean. Gotta own the weather out there too, because you know there's whales need chemicals too, because if we can kill them out here so they fall on the bottom, you'll never notice them washing up on shores while they quietly go away and they blame something else. And they write the word go. And go. Boom. And go. Boom. Boom. Plume. Come on, that's not naturally occurred. Cloud formation. It's almost like Chinese letters. Anybody know any language that looks like, or is that just 3 more 6s being drawn in your skies? Fibonacci sequences over and over. Got a beam swath in here. You got a ship. You can't hide this stuff. Look at this over New Zealand here. Look at the quad formation of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a whole bunch of bombs over here. This is the fraternity region here. There you go. Straight line here. Chemtrail, chemtrail, chemtrail. A square over there. Not naturally occurring squares in the sky all the time. If it was once in a while, I think they wrote the word love because they're loving all the money they're going to make off of you when they get those trillions of dollars in funding. And where's that money coming from? Your children's future. Their debt. You're promising right now. What would you do about that? What are you going to do about that? This is what it looked like before all these bombs, just simultaneous contamination in the Tasman Sea for the Tasmaniacs. Boom, boom, boom there. Look, 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 look. Look, 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 look. It's a chem bomb. There's one. There's one there too. Look, 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 look. You can see it. This one looks like a man laying down in one house coming out his bum. And maybe got monkey tail going on. He's Moderna man. Moderna look, the chem bomb look. Maybe this stuff's feeding it. Oh my gosh, look at that, dots. Those are chem bombs being deployed. This is not healthy, Mr. Posey. Liar. Liar. You prove this is healthy. I can prove it's not. Lying to people saying healthy stuff is being sprayed in the sky. You out of your mind. White hat covered in chemtrails. Get your head out your ass. Start fighting this stuff and quit taking a comfortable lie and taking it on board into the truth community, which you can't prove. And I can prove this is unhealthy through the fallout, through the illnesses associated directly after the deployments and the storms. And I'm not so healthy with the mole formations there, Mr. Posey. And I used that, the Mr. part. I should call you sir, because you're acting like a slave in reserve or a slave in action. putting such lies as that. That's right. I'm calling you out, retardo. You believe in that kind of stuff? Don't tell me it. Because as soon as I find out you're believing stuff like that, I know you're spreading lies. And when I've had enough of lies being spread about chemtrails through the years that I've been fighting this. And disinformation, I'm not having it on my thing. Not on my watch. I think I'm going to do a show, maybe tonight I'll do some common misconceptions that go through the chemtrail community as well, of things that are not true. Like ballast tests showing tanks and things like this that I can prove or something else. Okay? See the streamer here? Look, coming off from that all towards an emanation point, all vapory towards something. It'll tend to follow its wake. Because the turbulence created by the deployment of whatever rocketization of artillery method was being deployed. That is undisclosed to us. Who's doing this? Corporations are doing this. Private interests are doing it. It says so in the documents. Paid for by private interests. Private interests. And what are their interests? Making money. Off a hole. We got cruising campgrounds. How many directions of the wind in this one spot here? Hot. We're going to just cruise right under the other one over the all the time. And this one's just coming ashore. What in the hell is that made out of? Coming your way, New Zealand. It's probably on top of you by now because this is a 2-hour-old image. I'm not reloading it. That's how long it took to load everything this morning. It's right. Look at the bombs here. Oh my God. Would you look at the gill? I know you're dying to see these totals. You don't want to see this. 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 I don't want to see this. North Carolina, got a quick heads up. Quick heads up for the Carolinas in the southeast USA. Hey, starting in about 2 days. 2 days time. You're going to get the wetness is starting to come through. Hey, that door one more time. The next 60 hours, the mountains in North Carolina through here are going to get their inundations. If I can go up onto the fives. Getting some pinpoint accuracy down here down east toward these lakes down here near Marion, Forest City, and pretty much Charlotte West. And ECNW's got absolute swath of destruction. And this isn't coming in from the Gulf. It's actually coming from the west toward the east, hitting that cold air, using all that chem that's in the fires. And we're talking some terrible totals coming quick time for the Carolinas. And we're talking devastation totals. Okay, so we'll be very careful here. And this is my stomping grounds. I know this area like the back of my hand. It is boom. Get an alpine slide there. Blowing rock. Well named. You get a bridge up there. My swinging bridge. Galax. This is where you go to get some shopping done if you're up here Sparta. I used to drive down here down this route. This is good. US 221 is going to be a no-go zone. 21 is going to be no-go. At the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is over around this, not quite in Jefferson. It hits around, Sparta's over there, but you get a couple other little towns in there. This is just beautiful areas here. The Salt National Park. Absolutely beautiful. The Bald Knob. It's what it looks like. So the waterfalls will be running. So if you're a big fan of that, you head on out there. But my God, the roads are going to be dangerous. Absolutely dangerous out here along these. You must need smartening up out here. As far as, oh yeah, there's railroad too. Has to be. They always run through there. Yeah, next to there. So I wanted to show that real quick. Just give you guys a quick heads up. Lord Kekaleki. I'll send more direct messages to my peeps over there anyhow. How you doing there? Are you liking your totals there? But a big stripe there. Mighty Ukrainian colors being used on the map these days. I don't like them. It doesn't let me change them though. Yeah, we used to just have a white to red scale. It was just something simple. Right? You so red it was bad. But now they're telling you 20 degrees. Is super duper hot. And I was like, wait a minute, when you got up to 40 it was red. Now they're telling you 20 is the new red. Now come on. They're cooking it with your head, with your mind. Look at the totals here coming through the mountainous areas that are going to rush down toward the Esk Valley and down every one of these there creeks you got going. There's going to be one great big river applauding it. So, hey Clive, you'll be clove. Hasted. Or they already sold at China. That sounds very Chinese thing. Tikikono. Was a kimono. Let's see if we get this one right. Fight power. Fight power. White power. That sounds like white power. We're going to change that name. White power. White power. Yeah, the power of the white pounded surfs. Oh my gosh, would you look at the guilt off the coast here that's been aimed right at your asses. That's a lot. That is a real lot. Yes, that's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, 16 inches. They say it's covered off your coast, right up your old wazoos. Right up the old wazoo, the came down right up the old wazoo. Oh, you think that's the worst total you could possibly see, isn't it? Well, I saw something the other day that you might find interesting. Because I saw this total yesterday of the whole area. And this was on the 17th, last night, late. And so, come on. What are they planning? What's in the plans, man? What's in the plans? I guess something planned. What's in the plan? They got this in the plan. So now I'm going to do that part you love the most. You've been waiting for the most. And I'm just going to roll this beautiful bean footage out. I'm going to go with the ECNWF. Turn off some of the drama and let this roll. I'm going to go look for the comments now, which I should have done earlier. This is the hard part, watching it all unfold. Look at this square. A square going right across the Tasmaniacal Sea. Turn the sound down here. And thank you, everybody, for caring enough to listen and to warn people when you feel there's a danger. Kathy Brazel says it is. Chloe is, it's still raining in Gizzy. Gizzy was the weed that made you dizzy, man. I got the Gizzy, man. Back in the days, you got the Gizzy. It's good, man. It make you dizzy. Alright, I digress. It's been raining steadily here all day. Yes, it has. And good morning, Elizabeth Anderson. And we're going to focus beautiful healing towards Elizabeth there. How you doing, Christine? Yeah, it makes me angry too. Feel free to type angry if something makes you angry. We cannot teach the computer. Yeah, some things make us happy just because of an algorithm. You can't get more shadow banned than me. Please do. I don't ever put that on here. Who told you that's how you're supposed to do it? We're giving the computer bad input. Garbage in, garbage out. So yes, it is anger inducing watching them flood you guys out. This is a 1 hour. This is doing in 1 hour jumps right now. So I'm actually letting this roll. Gives me a little break while I read comments. Can't move a line. I can move it quicker. Look at that there, Auckland. Big line of crib coming over the top here. Kia ora. The rain has eased off here in let's see if I get this right. Whairoa about 3 hours ago. A lot are watching. Well, I'm glad people watch, but what are you gonna do about it? I'm glad you guys share and care. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm feeling really happy. It's been raining steadily for 2 days. 40 days and 40 nights they can bomb our children. 40 days and 40 nights. I screaming at the rain. Boy, did we get a batch come through yesterday. I'll tell you that. It was howling. And then as we head toward the end of it is another clapping of the hands of the two tendrils of moisture. So I'll set that down now where I can see some comments. And there you have your 2 week worth. Oh my gosh, and at the end of the 2 weeks you have more coming, so expect these totals to rise after New South Wales, Vic, and all y'all. And that should give another slight break. Yeah, these totals are going to rise like fuck, actually. And will any of it be snows? Absolutely. It's winter time is coming. That thing that brings snow. Right? Cold air through the troughs. Here's some of your temperatures you guys been complaining about. are well warranted, easily predicted. See the pockets? There's certain areas things settle. There's certain depths, certain trusts, and I know them. I know where they are. And they act very specific ways. There's certain mountain passes, actually, that create a draft as well, which causes these pressure drops, which is also a cooling effect that always happens. You don't believe me? Yeah, fill your deodorant can or something with a spray and then go, oh, wow, that got cold on my hand. Pressure drop did that. Sudden, you were dry, high pressure in the can, low pressure in the atmosphere outside. You let it go. And this way it gets cold. Sometimes it evaporates very quickly and frost up, like when you're filling a lighter and something gets on your hand. And you're going to think of these principles. And I try first, ooh, that's cold, huh? That'll shrivel the old grump nuts. It's very nipply, eh? Women go walk around look like you're smuggling peas up under your shirts. What's going on with that? A little bit of heat still going on up here, but these are called the tropics. See, they make 30 look like all red. Nah, man, the 40 should be deep dark. They just make it look hotter, make it look colder, make it look more like the Ukraine flag that I ever see to make you love a color, so you'll fight for the color itself. Colors, 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 colors. And what color matters? Color of your aura, the color you bring around you in life. You could be the flower, you could be the thorn. Fuck around, find out which one you get. Oh, see, you do have some colds coming in here at night, and as we head toward the end of the month, I'd be expecting colders, yeah, especially to New Zealand. Look, so you're going to be dipping down, flood you out. You ain't got no blankets to give you that. Oh, well, if you move over here, we got something for you. Little heat island there, Nelson, but you got that thing that steams it up down there on the shore. I see it. It's very active right before it rains. But nothing to see here, folks. No correlation happens when things correlate. And the whole correlation of the non-corollary mathematics of the system that lies with statistics. Yeah, they do. What you want next? Everybody calling out. Been great weather here in the top of the South Island. That's nice to see. You want to see some webcams now? I can show you some beamnicities. Going straight at the coast. We got some straight line beaming going on here. As far as the old Zealand goes, you can see you had a radar sweep. See where it's emanating from? Just watch. It's pushing that direction, sweeping. Sweeps that down. Pulls this in. Then this punches that. You also have a square. You can just see it up under here. In the hazed out look to this crib. Out image we get here. These Lego look. See it on the low deck down here? And that's another geo move. Squares bumping squares. Squares turning squares. It's typical. Typical. See the beam right here? Along the earthquake line? Right there. Shooting from Tiger. Tiger shot north. Don't tell me I can't. I see evidence all the time. Or you have another device which nobody has seen there. So that's telling you the beam should shoot both ways. Don't ever tell me. I know it's designed to come down here to defend against all these missiles that ain't down here. Supposedly. Bringing nuclear shit over to this island. What are you people thinking? I thought you guys had some smarts. That beam is directly intersecting Fiji, Tonga, and all the Samoas where it's going to be make them very active for earthquakes. They've had a big move come here. I'm going to go change domain here for a moment. Go back it up about. Let's take it back 72 hours. I can usually see most trends by then. Then let's have a quick look at Mimic TPW. Oh, yeah, look at the blast across the United States. Got you with your pants down. Look at this. There it is. You see some kind of manipulation happen. Does Houston do it? Right there. Where Leonardo to do the whistle. Get you with your pants down. Right there, that timestamp right there. It ain't good. That's a step in. Look at that beam right there, huh? They're fixing to have floods and problems in the U.S. This is evidence of a crime. This is weather manipulation. Look at the beam. That's Houston or Biloxi. Boy, did they pulse. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. 1, 2. How much is each jump? 3 hours. 2, 3. Still on. It's off. That beam was on for 12 hours. The microwave just went over the top of these people and pulsed. Boom, 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 boom. My God. Look at how many condensates it nucleated. How your ears ringing? One of my friends in the U.S. been complaining of headaches, stomach aches, and all this with your ears all ringing. Earthquakes, I bet, went along that path as well. Look at this beam up the west coast. A manipulator. I thought it was Hawaii was doing something. You could feel it. And that's going to even influence the river down here. Comes right through it, backs it up, causes another tendril to form, where this will back up now through that, feed toward that one. This came down here, did the cut. That's going to bunch all that up. Some's going to force it right back over the top of South America and help flood out those places. Oh, isn't that kind? Look at the straight line here. Here's your storm line, firmly in place for days. That's going to be there. Let's see what they did here now. I seen something. Something shut down here. Faster. Faster, faster, faster. And you got to go faster sometimes to really, really understand. Look at them move all that water. They just split it. They shoved that back in toward India, and it's coming out the way toward Australia and toward Thailand. Watch right here at the end. Splashed. So that's now been split. That's free to roam toward Oz now. Damn. Alright, there still needs to be one more beam to shove this in towards Queensland. And to direct the rest down toward New Zealand for the tendril that's coming here. It's really going to fuck you. Watch this come down now. This is going to do a reach. Crosses the equator boundary. Like leaves those trade winds. And enters into the tendril zone. Yes, chem tendril line. Tendril line. Yeesh. What a fucking shame. Right, goodbye, Mimic. That ties up a lot of data. Right, let's I'm feeling I could talk a little more out. Let's have a quick look at some of your images. I'm not gonna see it here, huh? Oh, we'll go to daytime. And get the broom out there. That's a cool looking silhouette. This sums up the 2020s. Head down, walking on by yourself. That black screens matter. Okay, man, turn it on. Always in days. Wow. It's very dramatic. No close-ins to view there. Anything else interesting here? Let's go on zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to see what happened in Napier today. Hey, there was a lot of light. A lot of light bulb on there. Oh, isn't that dramatic? Oh, this is that Mary Poppin corner over here where the guy was out with the umbrella at Jerry Gabriel, or was the last one. Now the surface rolling in there, huh? Not much definition to the sky, was there? So a lot of you guys said you didn't even see the sun. Yes, that's wipe the camera every time somebody's running. Wait a minute, it's umbrella. What in the fuck is going on out here? Yeah, we got Mary Poppins out there. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. It's rolling it, isn't it? Maybe get worse stuff. Yeah, maybe that's how they got on there. You just get down with the umbrella. It's dedicated to your fishing, isn't it? Absolute dedication. Or stupidity. You decide. What we got here, Kaikor, a picnic table I very much like to sit and eat a sandwich at. Have a coffee from a thermos. Not much definition to the sky to see from you guys here in New Zealand today, unfortunately. It's had some really decent shots. But we got down here. Gina be freaking out. Well, look at the wind blowing them flags around, huh? Sure took you a long time to go through the lights. How many sixes can you make on this thing here? Oh my god. Whoa. Devilish logos, man. The devilish logos. Alright, it's obvious here that New Zealand isn't going to use any really great pictures today. Hey, so I'm going to go over where some of my favorites are. I'm going to go look down the beach over here and see what's going on. Isn't that beautiful? Let's show some beautiful sometimes. Come on, folks. It isn't all bad. If you think it's all bad, then learn right. You know what's really bad, man, is spotting a camera. I don't think that's just a light sensor. It could be. Antennas. Ooh, spying on you, frying on you, frying on you. You want to see some frying, man? Go look up near the reef over here. Oh my, you guys get fried like hell. Look at this. Bzz, bzz, have a little blast of cam. Just send it right on over the reef there. Just let them just have it. Havaciousnesses. The hellacious havaciousnesses of it all. Oh, look at that bomb. Oh my god, would you look at the gulp? Boom, boom, boom! Go to Plume right there, the double crash there. Oh my god. Domino. Ooh, ooh. Booming up O's, booming up O's, booming up the Cheerio up your nose. You ever sneeze a Cheerio up your nose? It smells bad all day. Oh, come on, chemtrails. Come on, chemtrails, like a deck of cards here. What is it? Is the three of diamonds. The Suicide King. Oh, it's aliens! With a camera coming out of its mouth. Please don't show the tiki. Please don't show. I never loaded this screen today. Will I get away with it? I'm going to shut that one. Keep the bandwidth down. Okay. Happy bubbles to you, Danielle. I just showed your area over there. Alright, will the tiki be showing up? I haven't loaded this yet today, so if you don't know, I'm going to show it. They don't know. They don't know. They haven't blurred it out yet. Chem-bomb, flower, death seed. That's not the Eucharist. That's not healthy. If it is, go put that in your mouth there, retardal ballsy. The bozak. Look at this square here. Come on. It's brown. Should be lit up more brightly white. It's higher up. White hats, my ass. White hat, blue hat, make an Israeli flag just to save you. Wake the fuck up. You're your own savior. Look in the mirror, point your finger at yourself and say, I got this. I know it. And then go. Go be, go do. Don't try. Try you stinking. Try you put fucking blisters at your ratio. We get to my favorite Martian here out here. Ooh, what's that? Floating off the coast there? Old Zealand. Same old excuses. We triangle out here. Nothing to see here, folks. I've always a point of emanation like a triangle for all our storm. Big field of bombs out here. They weren't expecting me. They're going to blur this out as quick as they can now. I'm surprised that it hasn't already began occurring. Ooh, the bombs. Boom, 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 boom. That thing more worn out than the Sunday donut on the picture on my wall. Sunday's donut is full of rape. Oh my God, will you look at that crap? These are chem bomb deployments. New Zealand. Squares. This is taken with a camera. It does a digital image. It's a big square over the top of you. Right over the top of you. You're the bottom, boys, and they're right on top of you. They got the high ground. Don't do it, Anakin. I have the high ground. Meanwhile, the gas chamber came to you, Nelson. It came to you. Takaka. This guy looked like a caca. Poop. It looks like poop. Scheiße. Shit. Shite. Dreck. Skatau. A doodle. The fadge. The merkin. The chem-bomb clouds. Over the ocean. You zoom back, you see the squares and the straight lines, and it's not an image breaking a satellite, it's following the swath of a beam. Chem bombs over to Cook Strait. When the captain's cooking you again, and he's using microwaves and you just ignore it, like the ancestor did. Oh no, they're not going to harm us, man with white sails. See the squares? See the chemtrails? New Zealand? See the chemtrails? See it? See it? See the chemtrails? See what's going on, Hastings? You can't see shit what's going on because you all got fogged out. A big fog of ignorance, a big fog of chemical catalyst, condensating clouds, and making it happen right over the top of you. A non-healthy mix of shit going right over the top of you. Squares. If you say that this is healthy stuff, prove it. Otherwise, you're harming people. You're a liar. And I ain't got times for liars. I call liars out. See the square form to that? Well, let's zoom in on the coral sea out here and see how the sea is being treated, see? And see chem bombs here, see? Right in the center of the sea, see? Zoom in closer, see? Bomb, 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 see? See the dots? See the shit? See the turns, see? So they took the machine gun out, see? And they're playing pellets in the sky, see? And they're microwaving you, see? And this is the coral sea habitat protected area, see? Stay the fuck away from it, but yet we're picking up acid levels that are super high in our rains. And acid will destroy the reef. And all the animals on it as I look towards the swastika of Gladstone here. I don't see the happy bubbles of the seahorse going in. I see the death rolls. I see a seahorse clinging to a cotton bud or somebody's mask like a sail under the water, going along. And it's getting all your pathogens, all your ignorance, all your litter. What a fucking shame. As I zoom in on Australia proper, we're going to look at this plume here. Yeah, that's sickness mix. Fuck. Crisscross stripes. How many directions of the wind you got? You have to pick particular layers of the atmosphere to do that effect. And while you have to force the flows in between those, as that's going against the wind or all this would be spinning. So that means they're whipping up some dust as well. It's pretty clear in the image here right now, but it's gotten very unclear here, so it's telling me you've already got a field of dust preceding this line. The chem will pick that up, deposit it on your cars over the next couple days. I expect to hear you guys saying, what's this dust on the cars? Yeah, some of it will be red, so a lot of it's going to be white. and yellow from this field of crap of whatever's in this. You're going to be breathing it. And guess what, New Zealand? In about 5 days after this, you'll be seeing some of that yourself. As they mix the cold and the warm and the moist together. Good boy. It's so easy to do now when they force the weather with beams. And they have the ability to or distract you from even seeing it with lying excuses from a bunch of morons that can't prove what they got to say. And I've showed you every document of proof I can. And as these terrible totals continue to haunt my map day in and day out, God be with you, because he seems to have left the scene. Big love. Peace.